Hello, I'm Mr. Red.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
It's so nice, nice to feel so good about a meal, so good about Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's so nice, nice to feel so good about a meal, so good about Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's nice to feel so good about a meal.
It's so nice.
Oh, let me tell you something. I am so sick of Washington and all its works and all them politicians down there and them congressmen and the congressmen. Boy, I'll bet you won't find none of them congressmen turning down their electric blankets tonight. Because if they did, their secretaries would get up and go home. That's the face you had on you when you come back in the polls. Well, the Democrats' way of running this country is to go tell us all how we ought to make sacrifices. God, they're great on that stuff. But they're all going to have us over the hill to the poorhouse. We ain't going to be able to drive over there because we ain't got no gas, so we're going to have to walk it.
Butt drugs, they love butt drugs. Butt drugs, butt drugs.
I love butt drugs.
I recommend butt drugs for everybody.
I can always count on butt drugs.
When I think drugs, I think butt drugs. For all my health needs, I turn to butt drugs.
You want hometown service and cheap hot coffee and liquor. Now that's the ticket. You can tell Walmart, CVS, and Walgreens exactly where to stick it. Butt drugs.
We love butt drugs.
Butt drugs won't let you down.
Free parking in the rear.
Listen, my whole point is this whole thing with the energy and everything. This is all a conspiracy. No, you know that it's a conspiracy there. Listen, for years, all our lives, they've been telling us to go out and buy stuff that use energy. You know, all electrical stuff. They got electric toasters, electric ovens, electric stove, electric stereo, electric TV, electric race, electric hair blower, electric knives, electric every damn thing. Not to mention the cars. And now, after all the big corporations there make the billions and billions of dollars worth of profits, signals, wham, they're changed. And after telling us for years that we can't live without this junk, now they tell us that we gotta live without it. The country is going straight into the dumper.
These are cola nuts. They grow here. They're used to make cola-flavored soft drinks. These, on the other hand, are uncola nuts. They grow here too, but as you can see, they're a bit different from cola nuts. Rather larger for one thing, rather juicier too, I'd say. Marvelous little things, uncola nuts. We use them, of course, to make the uncola 7-Up. It's the uncola nut that helps give the uncola its je ne sais quoi, you know, fresh, clean taste, no aftertaste, wet, wild, all that. Marvelous, absolutely marvelous. Just try making something like that out of a cola nut. Why, it's even prettier than a cola. Nuttier than a cola, actually.
A mixture of ammonium nitrate and fuel oil. The information gathered from such tests is used to evaluate the survivability of weapons and equipment to the severe shock and heat effects of a nuclear explosion. During the Misty Picture test, 4,800 tons of AMFO in a hemispheric container were detonated to simulate the air blast and ground shock effects of an 8-kiloton nuclear device. 100 experiments from the Department of Defense, other government agencies, and some foreign countries were placed on the test bed.
And the fish fried dinner is so tender and delicious. I love the juicy roast beef sandwich piled high with that thinly sliced roast beef. I like it when Mommy and Daddy take me to Wum's. The burgers are great.
So here's what you do. Get yourself an old flintlock musket. You get it from a museum or an old guy, or you could probably make one out of a bicycle or something. Then you just ram the powder and the wadding in there, just like they used to back in the old days, you know, when killing something was a real pain in the neck. In this case, the ball of lead that you drop in is actually a sinker, and it's hooked onto your fishing lure, and the whole thing is attached to your fishing line. Then all you have to do is just aim it to where the fish are, and you're in business. Here's one for you. How many men does it take to change a light bulb? Well, it depends on how handy they are. But the last thing you want is somebody trying to drive a car after they've been overserved. So here's what you do. Stack a bunch of dead soldiers in the middle of the room, then lay an empty pizza box on top. That's going to be a step stool that your friends can use to retrieve their car keys before they drive home. And the reason they need a step stool is that when they arrived at the party, you took their keys and hung them from this ceiling fan. Now each of your guests has to be sober enough to balance on the step stool, or they don't get their keys. And to make it a better test, I've wired the fan into a motion detector so that as they approach the unit, it gets a little trickier to grab their keys.
Aloha. My name is Mr. Ann. I have but one question for you. Can you attend my class? It is for your own good, and if you can't make it, I can make you. We have a 20-question quiz every Friday. Your grade is the average of all your quizzes, plus the midterm and final, which counts for 1/3. Got it? Also, there will be no eating. E-A-T-I-N-G. No eating in this class. You get used to doing your own business on your own time. That's one demand I make. Just like you wouldn't want me to come to your house some evening and discuss U.S. history on your time. Understand?
Yes, sir.
This guy's been stoned since the 3rd grade.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm registered in this class.
What class?
This is U.S. history. It's in the globe right there.
Really?
Hey. May I come in?
Oh, please. I get so lonely when I hear that 3rd attendance bell ring and all my kids are not here.
Sorry I'm late. It's just like this new schedule's totally confusing. Yeah, I know that, dude.
Mr. Spicoli.
That's the name they gave me. Hey, ripping my car.
Yeah.
Hey, bud, what's your problem?
No problem at all. I think you know where the front office is.
You dick!
I have taken the time to print out a complete schedule of class quizzes and the chapters they cover. Please pass them to the desks behind. Back.
I thought I'd drive further into the hood and go to Zantigo's, get a couple of taco burritos. Since I'm down here, I thought, well, why not? They're closed on Sunday. Really? What a crock. Anyway, I thought I'd point out that this is what's been going on down here in Fridley. They're building apartment buildings right and left. There's a super huge giant complex that used to be where the Mississippi Mall was. And then you got this thing here, which was, you know, I suppose they're putting it in because there's a train stop, supposedly. Now there's the, that's where the old Fridley police station used to be. But this shopping mall thing is just outrageous. Look at the size of this thing. It's double deep. It's double deep.